Now, on Good Morning Northwest, federal agents burst into homes with battering rams as Minneapolis residents fight back. One person shot, others arrested in the latest confrontation.
The fog is thick out there this morning. We've got weather alerts for those foggy conditions you'll run into on your morning drive.
And dogs sit in kennels, unable to play as Scraps fights deadly parvovirus outbreaks. Staff struggle to watch animals quarantined while virus spreads through the facility. What we know about recovery time and what to do if you find a stray. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, January 15th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray with our first alert forecast. I want to say, like, you got good news for us, but not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. It's hard to say because it's interesting to look at, I guess, with the fog. But it's going to make for a slow drive out there this morning. We got a dense fog advisory from places like Medellin Falls, Northport and Colville, Bonners Ferry and Priest Lake, to Newport, Sandpoint, Deer Park, Spirit Lake, in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene corridor, and then all the way down into the Spokane County sections of the Palouse and around Lake Coeur d'Alene. Any bodies of water are going to be really helping to get that fog going here this morning. We're at 27 in Spokane, and we can barely see the arena across the street from our studios on West Boone Avenue. And then in Coeur d'Alene, we are watching that fog as our commute gets started here in Kootenai County. Visibility pretty darn low, especially as you work your way up to Hayden and near the Coeur d'Alene Airport. Post Falls seeing some really low visibility as well. We have seen since early last night, visibility is down to almost like a 1/16 of a mile, so that is a very short distance. And everybody, especially out in the interstate where the speeds are a little faster, just needs to slow it down just a touch, because you're not going to be able to see too far in front of you this morning. It's going to be some brake lights out in the distance, and that is about it. So, as we see often with these foggy patterns, we've got all of our little valleys signified in that blue color on the satellite picture filled in across the north, even down to places like St. Mary's. We've also got a bigger kind of uniform bank of fog from Othello and Connell down into the Kennewick area and then across Whitman County south towards places like Pomeroy as well, and trying to move that fog into Moscow this morning as well. We will see the fog gradually lift and see those gloomy winter afternoon conditions again for this afternoon. So how long is this pattern going to be sticking around? This is the second day now. We'll show you coming up in my full forecast.
We are following breaking news out of Grant County. Negotiators are working right now to get a shooting suspect to come out of a home. Police are on the scene and the house is completely surrounded as this situation unfolds. We know one person was shot and taken to the hospital, but their condition is unknown. Here's a look at where this is happening near Drumheller Road Northwest and Road 8.5 Northwest in Ephrata. Police are asking anyone in the area to stay away because this is still an active scene. Police have not released details about the suspect or what led up to the shooting. We'll keep following this story throughout the morning. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, more disturbing scenes from Minnesota this morning where another person has been shot by a federal immigration agent.
The tensions once again boiling over after officials say 2 people started to attack the agent. ABC's Sophie Flay has the story.
Overnight, violent clashes unfolding in the streets of Minneapolis after the second shooting by a federal agent in 1 week. Law enforcement agents deploying chemical irritants as demonstrators set off fireworks in their direction. Homeland Security officials say the latest violence stems from an attempted traffic stop last night. They say the subject of the stop, a Venezuelan immigrant, tried to flee and a struggle ensued. Officials say 2 people came out of nearby homes and hit law enforcement with a shovel and a broom handle. An agent then opened fire, shooting a male attacker in the leg. 2 others were taken into custody.
This is already a very tense situation, and we do not need this to escalate any further.
Deputy U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche responding, saying the Minnesota insurrection is a direct result of a failed governor and a terrible mayor encouraging violence against law enforcement. The mayor blames immigration agents for the chaos.
We have ICE agents throughout our city and throughout our state who, along with Border Control, are creating chaos. This is not creating safety.
Officials trying to lower the temperature after the fatal shooting of Renee Good last week. Violent scenes playing out on a daily basis. Agents firing pepper spray, dragging people from cars, and bursting into this family's home with a battering ram. And now, a potential legal battle over Renee Good's death. Her family has hired the attorney who represented George Floyd's family. The state of Minnesota has asked a federal judge to issue a temporary restraining order to stop agents from carrying out raids and arrests, claiming they're unconstitutional. The governor warns the situation could become even more chaotic.
This week, he went online to promise that, quote, the day of retribution and reckoning is coming. That's a direct threat against the people of this state who dared to vote against him 3 times and who continue to stand up for freedom.
Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
As for the state's request for a restraining order, the judge is giving more time for the Trump administration to respond. Look for updates to this story on KXLY.com. Here at home, dogs won't be up for adoption at Scraps this week.
A second round of parvovirus has now swept through the facility, pushing its reopening date back another 2 weeks. Since late December, Scraps has had 10 cases of parvo, and 4 of dogs didn't survive. Staff are now disinfecting the entire adult dog area, wearing protective gear to prevent the virus from spreading further. Scraps has also stopped taking in new animals unless it's an absolute emergency.
Seeing them stuck in their kennels right now has been hard for the team because everybody wants them out and play and be happy, but they're kind of all stuck right now. It's hard on everybody.
Well, this comes as Spokanimal, another major animal shelter in our area, remains closed as it deals with the spread of a different virus. If you see a lost dog, Scraps urges you not to bring it in unless it's an emergency. They suggest you try other alternatives like social media to try to find the home. While adult dogs are still quarantining for the rest of the month, puppies and kittens are still up for adoption since they are kept in another part of the shelter. So if you want to add a friend to your family, there's still an opportunity. Well, for Ferris High School students and their parents, going to the doctor just got a little easier.
A Chaz Health Clinic opened up inside the school, making it easy for students to access a doctor with parental consent. This helps parents who may have to leave work to take their child to an appointment. It also helps students who may have to miss valuable time at school. Ferris is now one of 4 schools in the district that have this service.
A lot of athletes who have, volleyball starting in a couple days, so I can see them same day so they don't have to sit out on practice. We'll see patients for sick visits, if they have cold and flu seasons, or even if they have a behavioral health or mental health concern.
While Chaz just held the ribbon cutting ceremony yesterday, this clinic has been available to students for the past few months. The principal says in that time, they've seen medical exclusions and absences decrease significantly. That's some good news. It's now 8 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Meteorologist Matt Gray standing by, taking a live look outside this morning. Is this like above the clouds?
Yeah, this is in the LC Valley, so there's a little bit of clouds and fog type stuff trying to get itself going around Lewiston and Clarkston this morning. At least on the Palouse, most of us above the activity here, but we do have some fog. We're tracking across that part of the region, and of course, we're socked in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Tracking that fog for you coming up.
President Trump doubles down on Greenland takeover despite overwhelming public opposition. Coming up, what we are learning about his plan and the pushback even from his own party.
And it's not just Greenland that Americans are concerned about. After the break, what people think about the potential of U.S. military intervention in Mexico, Colombia, and Iran. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Easy Home Buyer.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
And Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Whoa. Looks like we're walking.
We'll get them at halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $8,000 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Ring in the new year with big savings. Visit Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring showroom for the area's largest selection of fireplace extraordinaire and low-pi fireplaces and stoves. All reduced. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas.
All across America.
Good morning. Hello.
Wherever we are.
It's good to be home.
It feels like home.
Hi. When's the last time we dropped our things and went? Woke up somewhere that we've both never been. Growing up doesn't mean
Good morning. How are you?
At the start of the day, letting us into your home, putting the good in your morning.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA. It's an invitation to come together. Brighten your morning.
I'm George. How are you?
And the day ahead.
At 6:11, here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. 3/4 of Americans say they oppose the United States attempting to take control of Greenland.
A new CNN poll shows just 25% of Americans favor the U.S. attempting to take control of the Danish territory. Even the president's partisans are about evenly divided, with 50% of Republicans and Republican-leaning independents saying they support it and 50% opposed. Democrats are almost universally opposed, whereas 8 in 10 independents are against it. Trump said Wednesday on social media that anything less than U.S. control of Greenland is, quote, unacceptable.
In another poll from Quinnipiac concerning U.S. intervention abroad, 86% of voters are against military intervention in Greenland. The same poll shows 70% opposition to military action in Iran and 55% against military action in Colombia without its government permission. An Associated Press poll found the majority of Americans, 56%, believe President Trump has gone too far using the military to intervene in other countries.
Well, 4 astronauts and a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule in outer space are back on Earth this morning. The crew, 2 American astronauts, 1 Japanese astronaut, and 1 Russian cosmonaut. They splashed down in the Pacific Ocean early this morning. They were originally scheduled to stay at the International Space Station until mid-February, but NASA made the decision to bring them home last week after it announced it was canceling a planned spacewalk due to a medical issue. The astronauts departed from the ISS and then took a 10-hour journey, gradually re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Officials at NASA didn't say what the medical concern was or which astronaut was affected by it.
Just a day after 32 people died when a construction crane fell on a train in Thailand, it happened again. This video shows a separate construction crane this morning. It was working on an elevated highway project outside Bangkok when it fell onto the tracks, killing 2 people. Thai highway officials say that Italian Thai Development PCL was one of the contractors working on the project. That crane was being used as part of a Chinese high-speed rail project.
Time to plan out your day. It's a little foggy out there this morning, that's for sure. So it's going to be a bit of a slow drive this morning and probably be a little slow this evening as well, as we'll end up with a gloomy afternoon. But as the sun sets, a lot of that fog is going to start to redevelop, especially in our northern valleys. Now, some areas of fog is, as I mentioned before, definitely redeveloping here as we continue on with this pattern. And we are stuck under these inversions. I'll show you when we might get unstuck coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks. It's now 6:14.
One actor's fight against AI could change how celebrities protect themselves. Matthew McConaughey wins federal trademarks, giving him power to sue. Coming up, the precedent that's now being set.
And expecting a special delivery right there at Second Harvest in just hours. Right after this break, what's coming to local families in need and who's behind it? More Good Morning Northwest on the other side of this break.
Ever buy something and then see it for way less money a day or 2 later? You may not be stuck with that higher price. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you simple steps to save money even after you leave the store. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
One Night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring top rock and roll legends. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, January 29th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com to buy your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Two great things happen in January: Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale and National Compliment Day.
And we found a way to celebrate both.
You are the perfect size for a small or large dinner party and the perfect January clearance sale price.
Lazy boy, you're so good at reclining and always at a guaranteed low price.
Find the furniture that complements your home at a price that complements your budget.
Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale is going on now.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s. Hey!
4 News Now and STCU recognize volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Kimmy Meineke. She volunteers with Lutheran Community Services Sexual Assault Program.
For 5 years, Kimmy has been a lifeline to sexual assault survivors, answering crisis calls, offering in-person support, and providing hope and healing when it's needed the most.
Being with people in the midst of difficulty is something I feel called to do.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
A 4 News Now Weather Alert Day.
We're looking at widespread damage.
You can see behind me a massive tree has come down.
Just into our news from a new big outage.
Non-stop coverage, real-time updates.
Storm timeline, get prepared now.
You need to be staying inside while these winds are ongoing.
And we want to track some damage for you now in North Spokane.
Trust 4 News Now to keep you safe on air, online, on the app, and streaming free on KXLY+. 4 News Now is brought to you by Finley Downtown Honda. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:18. We are taking a live look at Second Harvest this morning, where a little later today, a huge donation will arrive from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We're expecting it between 8 and 10 o'clock this morning. A semi-truckload with 40,000 pounds of shelf-stable food will arrive, and Second Harvest says this is coming at a critical time.
According to Feeding America, 1 out of every 9 people in Washington and Idaho are food insecure, including 1 of every 6 children. The donation will help Second Harvest continue to get groceries and essentials to people who need it throughout the area. Volunteers and church leaders will be there to receive that delivery. We will have a full story about it tonight on 4 News Now. Such a great thing.
Another thing we're tracking this morning, of course, is that fog as we're kicking off the day today. It's unrelenting at this point. We've just been trapped by it the last day or so.
We're stuck.
We are stuck. That drive is not great. It's hard sitting right there.
I know, just with headlights and trying to see, especially if you're on one lane in either direction, just got to be careful.
Yeah.
It's slow.
You got to be slow going here.
Low beams and slow going.
Yes.
Yeah. Low and slow.
Speaking of slow going, it's the 15th of January. We're halfway through the meteorological winter season. And so I figured, hey, let's see what's been going on. Not much. Yes, I think it is fair to call this a pretty unserious winter season. All right, you see this black line here down all the way at the bottom? It's hard to see almost a little bit. This is a representation of how much cold and snowy weather we've had this year. This is a great chart, a great index that comes from Purdue University and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The idea is the higher up you are on this chart, the nastier your winter has been. For example, remember that 2022-2023 season where it took us to like May or something to get into the 60s? We were like up here. We were up here in this range by the time we got to spring. This red line is last year. You can see that big bump in February, which is when basically we had all of our winter last year. Will we see a repeat? Well, who knows, but we are on a very similar track so far to what we saw last year. So 2 seasons in a row of pretty mild and pretty easygoing winter weather, at least in the Spokane area. We'll see what the second half brings. For the moment, it is bringing, well, fog and winter gloom. You can see all these areas in blue, all the little valleys in our northern areas filled in with fog and low cloud cover. St. Mary's in that as well, and along the St. Joe River, Lake Coeur d'Alene, and around the Spokane area as well. And then we got a big area of fog that's been spreading across the southern Palouse here. So Pomeroy, Pullman, into the Moscow area. Starting to see around Palouse and Potlatch, and then even up towards places like Tico this morning. We're starting to see that fog and cloud cover gradually spread across much of Whitman County here this morning. And we're keeping an eye out on what's going on in Moscow as well. Julietta seeing a little bit of that fog as well. And then as you head down towards the LC Valley, also a little bit of that too. And then here are all those valleys filled in. Basically everywhere north of I-90, once you kind of get up towards the Spangle area or towards Cheney this morning, you will see clear conditions. But for the moment, down in the valleys and down in the lowlands, it is quite foggy and going to stay that way through the day. So temperatures right now in the upper 20s, low 30s. You will need to hit the defrost on the car a little bit this morning. And we will see lifting of the fog into a deck of low clouds again as we head towards 10, 11, noon, with very light winds and winds out of the north, by the way. That is not a pattern that says, hey, we're going to see sunshine break out in Spokane. I don't think it's happening today. We'll maybe see what happens later on in the week. I'm thinking maybe by Sunday, with a little disturbance coming across and the overall high pressure that's causing all these inversions weakening, that'll be our opportunity to break out into sunshine again, especially in our northern counties and northern valleys. Until then, be ready for more fog, more clouds.
Gloom, gloom, gloom.
Yeah, it just makes me want to go home and open up a book and have some like chili or something.
That sounds nice. Hey, sounds great to me.
Yeah.
For breakfast. It's now 6:22.
Well, for the first time in franchise history, the Seahawks are beginning their playoff run by playing the same opponent that they played to end their regular season. After the break, we're hearing the player reaction on this back-to-back series against the same divisional rival squad. That's coming up just ahead here in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This is the American dream come true.
Shark Tank is casting for season 18.
This will determine your destiny. Help us grow this. I'm so excited!
Apply now for your chance to swim with the sharks.
I think this is your moment.
Shark Tank on ABC.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
How do you nourish a cat for a lifetime? Purina Cat Chow.
Chow, 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 chow. Purina Cat Chow. Everybody's wow about the chow, chow, chow.
Trusted nutrition for every life stage for over 60 years. Cat Chow.
Chow, chow, chow.
Attention RV buyers, the National RV Show is the show to attend, happening today through Monday at the Spokane Convention Center. Shop over 1,000 RVs, all priced to sell with huge discount. Exclusive show-only pricing available only at the National RV Show. Free admission, manufacturer reps on site stacking additional savings. No payments for 120 days on approved credit. Plus, shop like a VIP and receive an additional $1,000 off. Learn more at nationalrvshow.com.
Confident. I'm talking about confident. Baby, I'm confident. When you see me, I'm confident. That's right. You know that I'm confident.
This card is going to be the ticket to the rest of your career. Welcome to American Idol University.
American Idol is back.
heading to Nashville
to find the best undiscovered talent.
I can't believe people like you still walk through that door.
This is going to be my favorite class of the year.
I will think about you probably for the rest of my life.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be somewhere like this.
American Idol premieres Monday, January 26 on ABC and Hulu.
Ever buy something and then see it for way less money a day or two later? You may not be stuck with that higher price. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you simple steps to save money even after you leave the store. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Seattle Seahawks sit just 2 days out from the rubber match against the San Francisco 49ers. Especially interesting as Seattle just played them. The Seahawks have never played a team to close the regular season and then open the playoffs in back-to-back games. And it's fitting this new chapter in Seahawks lore opens with the Niners, the same team the Hawks opened the 2025 season against. San Francisco knocked off the NFC East and defending Super Bowl champ Philadelphia Eagles in the wildcard round and present a unique problem for a Seahawks team that thoroughly shut down this Niners battered offense. Hawks defensive star Leonard Williams shared his thoughts on this unusual challenge.
I think it's definitely a challenge. We're in the playoffs. Like, every team is good at this point. They've clearly showed that they have a good offense. But at the same time, you know, I trust our team. That's the last team we played. We had a bye week. We had multiple weeks to study them. And we're still trying to find even more nuggets to play faster.
Seattle takes on SF in the late kickoff this Saturday. That's at 5 p.m. under the Lumen Field lights. Seattle Sounders also making their way to Spokane this March, playing their Champions League match at One Spokane Stadium. It's the first time in club history for the Sounders to host a match in Eastern Washington, and they're going to face the winner of Vancouver Whitecaps and Costa Rican champs CS Cartagenes in the round of 16. Tickets will go on sale for the match coming next month. Kickoff for the game March 18th, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for watching Morning Sports. Make sure to tune in to 4 News Now tonight at 6 and Nightside.
That is going to be such a fun game.
I'm just so stoked about that. It's awesome.
Love it, love it.
It's now 6:26.
Well, a Spokane organization that helps victims through trauma faces major cuts. Lutheran Community Services reducing staff as its funding disappears. What this means for the people who need it most. That's next.
And tensions continue to rise between the U.S. and Iran as American troops prepare for possible evacuation. So far, more than 2,600 protesters have been killed in the crackdown. What happens next? Coming up. And as we go to break, here's a look at what's coming up on GMA.
In this morning's GMA First Look, value meal face-off.
Dunkin' just upgraded their $6 meal deal to a $5 meal deal.
Fast food restaurants pulling out all the stops to win your business.
So now you can decide how biggie you want to go.
Wendy's launching a new Biggie Deals menu with meal pairings at price points starting as low as $4. Meantime, Taco Bell also announcing a new Luxe Value menu coming next week with 10 items priced at $3 or less. With the cost of dining out now 4.1% more expensive than it was a year ago, fast food restaurants are hoping to lure customers in.
When the industry leader does something, you know, typically you do see other restaurants have to pivot in the same direction.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on how you can benefit from this fast food face-off. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now. 4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen.
This new year, plan a day to come out and play at Triple Play, North Idaho's destination for family fun.
With so much to do under one roof, there's always something new to try.
Come out and play today, Triple Play.
The big 4-day holiday sale is on now at Walker's with big mattress savings and hot buys throughout the store.
Or for a limited time, get no interest financing until 2031 with no money down so you can get what you love and save big today through Monday at Walker's.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical all-wheel drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Make every snow day the best day. Visit Parker Subaru and gear up for the season.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker, and the stories people are reading about online this morning.
Whole milk is now allowed in school lunches. President Trump signed a bill yesterday reversing previous limits approved by the Obama administration that required milk served in schools to be fat-free or low-fat, part of efforts to fight the childhood obesity epidemic. Last week, the Department of Health and Human Services also released new U.S. dietary guidelines promoting whole-fat dairy products, a recommendation that's drawn mixed reaction from nutritionists and medical experts.
Matthew McConaughey is trying to get ahead of any potential unauthorized AI deepfakes by trademarking himself. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has approved 8 McConaughey trademarks over the past few months. They include video and audio of the Oscar-winning actor saying his famous catchphrase, "All right, all right, all right." His lawyers say that they don't know of any unauthorized instances of likeness being manipulated by artificial intelligence yet. The trademarks would give McConaughey standing to sue in federal court. I'm sure a lot of people will be following suit after that.
Oh, you know it. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, January 15th. Welcome to the start of your day. We got meteorologist Matt Gray taking a live look outside this morning as people are ready to hit the roads, wipe off those windshields, but the fog is still there. It's not your windshield.
Yeah,
folks.
no, it is not the windshield. I had that problem this morning where I was like, did I get all the ice off, or am I just looking at the fog here? And well, for the most part, it is the fog, and it is thick out there. So we're in the upper 20s and low 30s, and that fog is really going to slow you down on your morning drive. We've got lots of fog and low cloud cover across the region, signified by this blue color. You can see it spread across the southern Palouse region down to the Tri-Cities, and then all those little valleys in our northern counties here, and Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, all seeing some of this foggy weather. Now, the kind of active stuff going on around, say, like Pullman, for example, this is more of a low cloud cover situation, but as you head further north to where that fog has been sitting all night long, around Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and points to the north, we have very low visibility. And there's a dense fog advisory for Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene, and then all the way up to the U.S.-Canada border here, right on either side of the state line. That will go through 10 a.m. Might still see a little bit of fog out there in the intervening time frames here. So dense fog advisory. We're going to watch air quality as well. It is down to moderate in many areas thanks to these inversion. When will we see widespread sunshine? Your guess is as good as mine at this point, but I'll give it a shot coming up in my full forecast.
We are following some breaking news this morning. Flights are back in operation in Iran. Overnight, the country shut down airspace as deadly protests continue. President Trump says the U.S. is ready to act if Iran starts executing protesters. But for now, military action is on hold. Iranian officials already know that crossing that line could trigger a major response.
They said people were shooting at them with guns and they were shooting back, and you know, it's one of those things, but they told me that there'll be no executions, and so I hope that's true.
Anti-government protests have already left more than 2,600 people dead, and many are searching for their loved ones. G7 leaders, including Canada, Germany, and the U.S., are keeping a close eye on this situation. They're worried about the violence and say tougher actions could be coming if this doesn't let up. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Funding cuts hit a local organization helping people through some of their darkest days. Lutheran Community Services says it's laying off some of its staff because of reduced federal and state funding. Victim advocates with LCS have been doing important work in the Spokane community for decades. They help victims of domestic violence file protection orders and help put together victim impact statements. They are also on call around the clock for sex assault victims in emergency rooms who need support during examinations. But those programs could be at risk because of declining state and federal grants.
The Community Sexual Assault Center provides 24-hour response to our area hospitals to provide support to survivors when they are coming in for a sexual assault examination, so a forensic medical examination.
LCS expects to have a clearer picture of what its future will look like after the state legislative session. It hopes people will volunteer and contact their legislators in support of the victim advocacy programs.
Well, a new food spot is opening this Friday at Brick West Brewing here in Spokane, celebrating World Street Fusion cuisine. Yo Dumplings owner and chef Jocelyn Dupree says her food blends Southern smokehouse flavors with Asian techniques. She promises you've never seen a restaurant like this in our region.
We're definitely bringing a lot of different flavors. I don't think I've ever seen half of our menu anywhere around here.
And on the menu, you'll find things like pepperoni pizza wontons, bulgogi beef ale battered loaded fries, and apple pie cheesecake dumplings for desserts. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. Lunch is served from 11 a.m. to 3 and dinner from 3 to 8 again. That is opening tomorrow up right in Brick West Brewing there.
And ever tried Detroit-style pizza? Well, you can at a new restaurant that recently opened in Spokane. Barrel House Pizzeria is located on Howard Street between 1st and 2nd. It's serving up Detroit-style and Neapolitan-style pizza, plus sandwiches and a full bar. It's open Monday through Saturday, beginning at 11 a.m.
I got to try Barrel House a couple weeks ago. My boyfriend and I went out for dinner there, and it is so good. I mean, the pictures don't do it justice, although the pictures look pretty good too, but
they do.
It's so good.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm hungry again.
Tummy's grumbling.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37. Sorry, Matt, if we're making you hungry over there.
Yeah, you know.
Breakfast time.
Yeah, we're counting down. We're counting down the breakfast for sure. Okay, so in Colfax, it's cloud cover that's moved over, not fog here, but certainly you get up on some of the higher hills around town, you might run into a little bit of low visibility. Hey, speaking of low visibility, the arena's out there somewhere. We'll talk about how many more foggy days we've got ahead in your forecast coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, a cheese recall expands as listeria contamination threatens some serious health consequences. Grated Pecorino Romano products with dates through May of 2026 are impacted here. What you need to check your fridge for. It's coming up.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $8,000 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
I'm Dr. Roxanne Haslam. I'm one of the urologists at North Idaho Urology.
Dr. Matt McLaughlin.
North Idaho Urology, I'm Dr. Ellison.
I'm Dr. David Flores. I work at North Idaho Urology as one of the urologists there in the practice.
The North Idaho Urology difference is that we care. North Idaho Urology, we really strive to just provide an excellent experience for the patients.
What's important to me in taking care of patients is trust in their surgeon.
Give us a call, go to our website. We'd love to see you soon.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Hey, Conan O'Brien here, and I have 2 New Year's resolutions. Host an amazing Oscars and learn to churn my own butter.
Ah, it's just stupid! Butterfire! Butterfire!
Only in a boat. It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Ever buy something and then see it for way less money a day or 2 later? You may not be stuck with that higher price. I'm Natalie Grant. I'll show you simple steps to save money even after you leave the store. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back at 6:40. We have some consumer alerts for you. 2 recalls affecting foods you might have in your fridge.
The first is for sea moss gel superfood that's made by Diva Fam. The FDA says it's because of a potential risk of botulism, a rare but serious illness that can affect the nervous system. The affected products are packaged in 16-ounce glass jars and were produced before January 9th of this year.
The other recall is affecting grated Pecorino Romano cheese products. The FDA says testing found possible listeria at a processing plant in New Jersey. The initial recall started in November, but the FDA recently upgraded that recall, indicating the possibility of serious health consequences or even death. The recalled cheese products distributed by the Ambriola Company have expiration dates running through May of 2026. Brands include Boar's Head, Pina, Locatelli, and Sam's Club.
Time now to plan out your day. It's going to be foggy out there this morning. And so that's what we are going to be dealing with. Slow commutes, extra defrost time, all of that good stuff. Then as we go to the afternoon, the fog lifts and we end up with gloomy skies across the vast majority of the inland northwest. Some parts of the Palouse, the Columbia Basin, you'll see the sun, but everybody else, it's going to be looking like this. Very similar to what we had yesterday, and areas of fog start redeveloping likely pretty quickly as we head into the evening.
Are you overpaying when you shop in-store or online? Well, it happens more than you may think.
That can really add up if you're doing it for every purchase.
Consumer Reports reveals simple steps to save money. Even after you leave the store, we got those tips for you tomorrow right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Our time is now 6:42.
Making history for the wrong reasons. 4 NASA astronauts returned to Earth 1 month early due to a medical emergency. No space station crew has ever been forced to do this before. The unprecedented mission that's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Don't buy an RV until the Big RV Show, the 38th annual Inland Northwest RV Show, January 22nd through 25th. Multiple dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible prices. Save thousands at the Big RV Show, Spokane Fairgrounds, January 22nd through 25th with free parking.
Welcome to Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This new year, plan a day to come out and play at Triple Play, North Idaho's destination for family fun. Suit up for a laser tag showdown. Score big laughs and even bigger prizes in the arcade. And keep the fun going with year-round thrills at Raptor Reef Water Park.
With so much to do under one roof, there's always something new to try.
Come out and play today, Triple Play.
Save more and play more when you stay at Triple Play Resort Hotel and Suites.
Don't buy an RV until the Big RV Show, the 38th annual Inland Northwest RV Show, January 22nd through 25th. Multiple dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible prices. Save thousands at the Big RV Show, Spokane Fairgrounds, January 22nd through 25th with free parking.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
Welcome back. It's now 7:15. The NASA astronauts forced to cut short their mission to the International Space Station because of a medical evacuation splashed down early this morning.
No other space station crew has ever been forced to do this before. ABC's Andrea Fujii explains what's next.
This morning, 4 astronauts coming home after undocking from the space station.
Undocking confirmed.
The crew splashing down off the San Diego coast, returning to Earth 1 month early because of a medical situation on board. The astronauts spoke earlier about their unprecedented early departure.
What was not surprising to me was how well this crew came together as a family to help each other and just take care of each other.
The commander of the SpaceX Crew 11 held a change of command ceremony with the 3 crew members behind him, Kimiya Yui, Oleg Platonov, and Zina Cardman. 2 Russians and a NASA engineer remain on board.
We're from all over the planet, and we're working together. It's a great symbol of what human beings can do.
Though in the video, all the astronauts look to be in good spirits, it's not clear which one has the undisclosed medical issue, with NASA only saying the astronaut is in stable condition and the return was not an emergency. But doctors on Earth will be able to better diagnose the issue. Experts say astronauts are trained to address medical emergencies, but some situations require more.
Basically, the condition might be something that requires an urgent further assessment or specialized assessment, which the ISS does not have, or even specialized management. They would then consider even an immediate deorbit if that was needed, but in this case, an evacuation.
The crew hugging goodbye to the astronauts they left behind, who will stay in space until the new crew arrives next month. Today, the 4 astronauts fly to Houston, where they'll face a routine evaluation, and the sick astronaut will undergo testing. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
I'm glad they made it back safely.
So good, so good, so scary.
No,
scary stuff.
No kidding.
Your drive might be a little tricky this morning.
Yeah, just a little.
A little bit.
Just a little.
Or a lot.
You know, you're just peering ahead trying to see, okay, which traffic light is that?
Dust off your eyes.
Yeah, good luck seeing a street sign or anything else like that. I mean, it's some very thick fog out there as we start our day. It's also the 15th of January, so we're halfway through our meteorological winter season, December to the end of February. Figured we'd just look at, hey, what's going on with our snow so far here as we hit the basically halfway point of winter? Well, we're doing it slightly better than last season in Spokane at this time, but we're still well below our average, which is somewhere in the 25, 27-inch range. You know, that would be a pretty normal winter up to this point. So we get about 60% of our snow in Spokane before this date. So that kind of puts us up against the 8 ball here when it comes to having an average snow season. So it looks like we are on track to have another pretty mild and pretty not so snowy winter around many of the lowlands in the inland northwest. And by the way, that total includes that crazy snowstorm we had last week in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Nothing crazy now except for the fog. That is pretty crazy. 27 right now, very thick fog blanketed across the metro region. We're in the upper 20s and right about 30 degrees as you go up and down I-90 between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Mid-20s in Moses Lake, low 30s in Pullman, low 30s as well around Colville, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, and Omak. And we're in the teens in Winthrop. For this afternoon, mid-30s for those areas that still get stuck under the low clouds and fog. However, around the Palouse region, I expect a little bit of sunshine again today. And so we'll end up with mid-40s mid-40s. Could see some sun in St. Mary's as well. Now, for Spokane and for Coeur d'Alene, if we just get a little bit of southerly wind for a couple of hours, that may open a window for us to break up the clouds for a little bit. When that happens, at any point over the next couple of days, is quite uncertain. So your guess is as good as mine there. For the moment, I'm going to say we're stuck in the clouds until further notice. Here's yesterday at Mount Spokane. If you want to see some sunshine, you want to guarantee that, go up into the mountains and get above that inversion, or where we see the chilly air sunk down at the bottom of the valleys and then a much warmer layer here right around the mountaintops. It's about 40 degrees we'll end up today in places like Mount Spokane or some of the other ski areas, all because of this high pressure creating sinking air, keeping it warm. As we head towards the weekend, though, get a little bit of kink in the wind flow here, and that may allow us to mix things up and see a little sunshine by the end of the weekend. We'll take a look at that in your 7-day forecast coming up after the morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
The big 4-day holiday sale is on now at Walker's with big mattress savings and hot buys throughout the store.
Or for a limited time, get no interest financing until 2031 with no money down, so you can get what you love and save big today through Monday at Walker's.
Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been about running, jumping, blocking, tackling. I have terrible foot issues that prevented me from really having a normal life with my kids. With the Good Feet arch supports, man, I'm always ready. My kids actually got to enjoy me in the yard more, racing each other, backpedaling, teaching them some things, being a dad.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay warm this winter with a new heat pump system from Carrier.
So the heating company I called said I needed a new heat pump that would cost over $12,000. A friend said I should call Andy's for a second opinion, and I'm so glad I did. They were honest. All I needed was a reversing valve.
Turn to the experts at Andy's Heating Cooling. Since 1972, thanks to you.
The National RV Show is happening today through Monday at the Spokane Convention Center. Multiple RV dealers, countless manufacturers, and unbeatable deals. All the newest travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Shop Brinkley, Grand Design, Jayco, Bigfoot, and more. All with massive manufacturer discounts. Free admission, live music, adult beverages, and you could win a new RV. Don't miss the National RV Show today through Monday at the Spokane Convention Center. Schedule a VIP tour to save $1,000 at nationalrvshow.com.
This is the American dream come true.
Shark Tank is casting for season 18.
This will determine your destiny. Help us grow this. I'm so excited!
Apply now for your chance to swim with the sharks.
I think this is your moment.
Shark Tank on ABC.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is now 6:53. Let's get your day started with this Thursday morning's top headlines in the morning sprint.
We are socked in with that heavy fog again today. We got meteorologist Matt and Gray tracking the movement, or rather lack thereof. He'll have to look at your first alert forecast.
And Second Harvest is expecting a big donation this morning. We'll tell you all about that.
But first, we got Hannah Joy live in studio following some breaking news out of Grant County.
Yeah, Natalie, right now negotiators are still working to get a shooting suspect to come out of a home. The house is completely surrounded as this situation continues to unfold. We know one person was shot and taken to the hospital, but we don't know their condition. This is happening near Drumheller Road Northwest and Road 8.5 Northwest in Ephrata. Police are asking anyone in the area to stay away because this is still an active scene. Police have not released details about the suspect or what led up to the shooting. For updates, head to KXLY.com.
It is foggy out there, and so your commute's going to take a little bit of extra time. It's a lot of freezing fog as well, as we're in the upper 20s across the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, upper 20s or low 30s. Here's how your day is going to go with calm winds, the fog, and then eventually lifting into a deck of low clouds. It's not going anywhere. Winds out of the north especially going to keep that locked in place. I expect us to be up around the mid 30s and then going to be looking for some more fog to develop as the sun sets.
Just a day after 32 people died when a construction crane fell on a train in Thailand, it happened again. This video shows a separate construction crane this morning. It was working on an elevated highway project outside Bangkok when it fell onto the tracks, killing 2 people. Thai highway officials say that Italian Thai Development PCL was one of the contractors working on the project. That crane was being used as part of a Chinese high-speed rail project. For updates, tune in to Good Morning America.
Well, dogs will be up for adoption at Scraps this week. A second round of parvovirus has swept through the facility, pushing its reopening date back another 2 weeks. Since late December, Scraps has had 10 cases of parvo and 4 dogs didn't survive. Staff are now disinfecting the entire adult dog area, wearing protective gear to prevent the virus from spreading further. Scraps has also stopped taking new animals unless it's an absolute emergency.
For Ferris High School students and their parents, going to the doctor just got easier. A Chaz Health Clinic has opened inside the school, making it easy for students to access a doctor with parental consent. This helps parents who may have to leave work to take their child to an appointment. It also helps students who may have to miss valuable time at school. Ferris is now one of 4 schools in the district that have this service.
Well, funding cuts hit a local organization helping people through some of their darkest days. Lutheran Community Services says it's laying off some of its staff because it's reduced federal and state funding. Victim advocates with LCS help victims of domestic violence file protection orders and help put together victim impact statements. They're also on call around the clock for sex assault victims in emergency rooms who need support during examinations. LCS expects to have a clearer picture of what its future will look like after the state legislative session.
Are you overpaying when you shop in store or online? It happens more than you might think. Consumer Reports reveals simple steps to save money even after you leave the store. We'll have that for you tomorrow, right here on Good Morning Northwest.
And we're taking a live look this morning at Second Harvest, where a little later today, a huge donation will arrive from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Sometime between 8 and 11, we're told, a semi-truck loaded with 40,000 pounds of shelf-stable food will arrive, and Second Harvest says it's coming at a critical time. The donation will help Second Harvest continue to get groceries and essentials to needy people throughout our area. Volunteers and church leaders will be there to receive that delivery, and we'll have a full story tonight on 4 News Now at 5 and 6.
A new food spot is opening this Friday at Brick West Brewing, celebrating World Street Fusion cuisine. Yo Dumplings owner and chef Jocelyn Dupree says her food blends Southern smokehouse flavors with Asian techniques. On the menu, you'll find items like pepperoni pizza wontons, bulgogi beef ale battered loaded fries, and apple pie cheesecake dumplings for dessert. Lunch is served from 11 to 3, dinner from 3 to 8.
Well, have you ever tried Detroit-style pizza? You can at a new restaurant that recently opened here in Spokane. Barrel House Pizzeria is located on Howard Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue. It's serving up Detroit-style and Neapolitan-style pizza, plus sandwiches and a full bar. It's open Monday through Saturday starting at 11 a.m. and it's so good.
We'll be back with a final check of weather with all this fog right.
During our drive into 2026 sales event, lease a new Sierra 1500 Elevation TurboMax 3VL 4-wheel drive for $199 a month. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting fresh from the beginning or pushing farther for better results, Move Fitness has the equipment, the classes, and the staff to help you reach your fitness goals. It's a journey, but we're here to support you every step of the way.
So make 2026 the year you commit to get fit at Move Fitness.
Ring in the new year with big savings. Visit Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring showroom for the area's largest selection of fireplace extraordinaire and low-pi fireplaces and stoves. All reduced. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas.
During our Drive into 2026 sales event, save up to $17,500 off or 0% APR on new 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Well, my wife just sent me a message in the commercial break and was like, hey, this fog is nuts out here. So
oh, no.
slow it down, my friends. There are some really thick patches of fog out there this morning. And we've got more fog in the forecast. I think we'll see some more on Friday and Saturday at the very least. Got some optimism we may break into some sunshine by the end of Sunday. But until then, better be ready for some of that winter gloom to be sticking around.
Drive safe out there. Give yourself some extra time, as we always say.
Yeah, a lot of distance between you and that car in front of you, too, because
for sure.
The headlights, you might not see them that great.
You know what? Well, thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We'll see you throughout the morning on GMA. It starts next.